Hi U10, here is the answers to the chapter review. Watch my video if it helps you at all during your test. You may do that as well. So here's the first one. Which side, AB, AC or BC, is adjacent to the theta? Well, remember, theta adjacent means next to, doesn't it? So it's either that one or that one. But remember, if you go across from the right angle, that one's always the hypotenuse, isn't it? So this one must be the answer. So therefore, that means AB is your correct answer. Number 5, you'll need your calculator for this one. In your calculator, put cos, and then 21. Press equals. I get 0.93358. So that ends up being that one. Oh, it could also be that one. 336. I get... That's a bit of a stupid question, isn't it? 0.9335804. And it does round up to this one, but this one is probably better. It does round up to that one as 2. And it does round to that one. And it's definitely not that one. But the one with the 4 decimal places, I think, would actually be the best one. Okay, the more decimal places, the better. And the rounding is correct for that one. Okay, the value of x in this triangle is... Alright, so first of all, label the sides. Figure out whether it's sine, cos or tan. So here we go. Alright, 60 opposite the right angle. That's my hypotenuse. Next to my angle, therefore that is A. So which one uses A and H? Hopefully you said, it's cos, miss. You are correct if that's what you said. So cos theta equals A over H. Let's put the information in where it goes. So in theta I have a degree of 60. So cos 60 equals A is x and H is 2. Now let's have a look at our answers. None of our answers look like that, so we need the next step. How do we get x by itself again? Hopefully you said, well, let's get rid of that 2 by multiplying both sides by 2. So we are looking for that. Do we have that working out somewhere in 6? Yep, I can see it. It's C, isn't it? So the answer is C. Well done if you got that right. Now pause the video if you want to have a go at some of these on your own. Please do, and then come back when you're ready. The value of x in this triangle is closest to. So again, let's label the sides. We've got opposite the right angle, that's hypotenuse. And this time we have opposite the angle 52. So therefore that's opposite. Remember, this one is adjacent. There's nothing on it, so we don't use it. Which one out of TOA uses O and H? Hopefully you said sin. So this one is sin theta equals O over H. Right, let's have a look. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm going to put a 52 where the theta goes. I'm going to put the 3.5 where the O goes. And I don't have anything except for x to put where the H goes. Now I'm just going to do this over here. So this is number 7. So 7 I'm going to write sin. The degrees is 52. The opposite is 3.5, so it goes on top. And the unknown is the hypotenuse. It goes on the bottom. Now, do you remember what to do when the unknown's on the bottom? Hopefully you said, yes, I remember that I do the swap, which is the same as timesing both sides by x and then dividing both sides by sin 52. It gives you the same working out, okay? So my working out then means I put the x on the left-hand side, the 3.5 stays on top, and the sin 52 goes on the bottom. Now I'm going to do that on my calculator. 3.5, fraction key, or divided by, doesn't make any difference. Sin 52, my calculator opens brackets, so I'm going to close them, and I get 4.4415 ... Let's see what happens. What do we get? We get, oh, there we go. We've got 44. What did we end up with? Yes, 4.44 is what we ended up with. Oops. So D is my answer. Question 8. A metal brace sits at a 55-degree angle to the horizontal and reaches 4.2 meters up a wall. All right. So when we're thinking about walls, we're thinking about vertical lines, aren't we? a metal brace. So that's just like a metal stick, if you like. So it's leaning against a wall. There you go, a metal stick. Now it sits at 55 degrees to the horizontal. So that means the 55 degrees will be in here. That looks like a 90-degree angle to you, doesn't it? And then it says it reaches 4.2 meters up a wall. It doesn't say it's that long, does it? It wants to know, so I'm thinking this is 4.2 meters here. It says the distance between the base of the wall, that's here, and the base of the brace, that's here, is closest to. So we need to work out this one here. All right, from there to there. So let's label what we've got. So here's my angle. Now if I go opposite the right angle, because that's the one I love to start with, that's the hypotenuse. There's nothing on there. There's no letter and no number, is there? So that's not in use. So this one is next to. So my x is my A, my adjacent. And therefore this one is opposite the 55, so it must be my opposite. So what's opposite and adjacent out of SOHCAHTOA? Hopefully you said tan, miss. So tan theta, write down your formula. Tan 55 equals opposite 4.2 over adjacent x. Beautiful. Now notice your unknown is on the bottom. So we're going to do the swapsies. Now remember, just in case you'd like to know, the other method was multiply both sides by x. That gets rid of that x. And then get rid of this tan 55. Remember, in equations, we always want to get the x value on its own. So see how I'm dividing by tan 55? So here I want to be dividing by tan 55 as well. So this line becomes that kind of thing. And really all that happens is I have swapped my x and my tan 55 to get my final answer. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Pardon me. 4.2 over tan 55. Do that on my calculator and I get 4.2 divided by, or fraction key will work, tan 55. Mine has, my calculator's open the brackets, so I'm going to close them. So that gives me 2.9408 ... Which one's closest to that? 2.94. There it is there. All right, my dinner's nearly ready, so I'm just going to do a couple more and then I'll do a second video, okay? All right, let's do question 9. The angle theta in this triangle is... All right, so this wants me to work out the angle. Remember, when you're working out angles, you've got to press shift or second function. All right, this one's different to finding a side. So here we go. Again, label your triangle. Here's my angle. Opposite my right angle is my H. Now this is next to my angle, so that's my A. Which one uses A and H again? SOHCAHTOA. Hopefully you said cos, miss. So I get cos equals A over H. Now what's this? This is question 9. So let's write question 9 here. Okay, so I put the theta here and I put the adjacent on top, the 2 and the 4 on the bottom. Let's do that. Adjacent on top, 4 on the bottom. So you have to press second function or shift first, then cos, and then 2 over 4, fraction key or divided by. Watch out, you might need to put in brackets. Shift cos, 2 divided by 4. My calculator opens brackets, so I'm going to close them. I get 60. So that means theta is 60, which is that one. Question 10. The angle of depression from a roof of a building to a trampoline is 75 degrees. If the roof is 12 meters above the level of the trampoline, then the distance of the trampoline from the building is closest to. All right. All right, so let's see. We're doing right angle trigonometry. I'm going to do this one up here. There's a bit of room up here. All right, so let's draw the diagram. Angle of depression, angle of elevation. Remember, angle of elevation is standing on the ground looking up. Angle of depression is looking from up high and then looking down. All right, so this says the angle of depression from the roof of a building to a trampoline. Okay, so I must be standing on a building looking down on a trampoline. Okay, there I am. No, I'm not going to jump on the trampoline. I'm not that crazy. Now it says the angle of depression is 75 degrees. Now the angle of depression is when you've got your arms out straight, looking out straight from the building roof, and then you look down to the trampoline. So if I put my arm out straight that way, and then I move it so it's in line with looking at the trampoline, the movement of my arm to looking at the trampoline is actually this angle here. That's the angle of depression. Okay? And what did they say that was? I think they said it was 75. So I'm going to put a 75 in here. All right, next it said, if the roof is 12 meters above the level of the trampoline, all right, so if the roof is 12 meters above, so that must be 12 meters, then the distance of the trampoline from the building, so we need to work out this bit here, don't we? Right, can you see the right angle triangle? I can see a triangle right there. There's the right angle. We need to work out this. I'll put an X there. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You need to remember your geometry from Year 8. You had Z angles, you had F angles, and you had C angles. Do you remember those? This one is a Z angle. And the Z angle says if you have two parallel sides or lines like that, the angles that are in the crook of the Z are actually equal. They're called alternate angles. Okay? Alternate angles are equal. And we're going to use that geometric fact to help us work out this trig. So if that one up there is 75, then that means this one here is 75 as well. Do you see something that you can use in trig now? So here's your triangle. Alright, here's your angle 75. You've got the side next to it. That's adjacent. And you've got the side opposite the angle given. That's opposite. This one is opposite the right angle. That's the H. There's nothing on there we can use, is there? So we don't want to use H. So which trig function uses O and A? Hopefully you said tan theta, miss, equals O over A. So I know the angle is tan 75. The opposite is 12. The A is X. We've got one of these ones where the letter or the unknown is on the bottom. So I'm going to do the swapsy method. The X goes where the tan 75 is. And the tan 75 goes on the bottom where the X was. X equals, do this on your calculator, 12, fraction key or divided by, tan 75, close your brackets if you've got a Casio, 3.215, let's see, do they have a 3.215? 3.215, that looks like this one, doesn't it? Yep, C. Okay, now my dinner's just ready, so I will do a second video as soon as I'm done. Thanks guys, bye.